Hi everyone. I've got two lists for you today to review. Hopefully I will remember to push the button so you can actually see the lists. This first list is from Jesse, and Jesse writes to me that it's a meme list. Not a mean list, but a meme list. So let's see what he thinks meme lists are, shall we? Here we go. Mortars without borders. Okay, that's a meme in itself. 18 order dice, 1,000 points. Nice. That's a good order dice count. It's a Japanese reinforced platoon. Second lieutenant regular. That's a pity because it ends up being very expensive, doesn't it? For 2 men. IGA Grenadiers regular with single mortar and a submachine guns. Small team. No, not small team, but a small unit. A skirmish size unit of 6 men with a submachine gun in it. Yeah, yeah, I can see that because the light mortar, you also need to move up a little bit in order to get that working. Double of those. Medic. Don't know why you need the medic though. IGN scouts, submachine guns behind enemy lines, so you can do an outflank with those. Be good. 2, 3. Okay. So that's the without borders and mortars without borders. Yeah. I get the meme. Another light mortar here. That's a lot of light mortars. That's 3 light mortars. A sniper team, a flamethrower team really needs some sort of transport. They don't need to be veteran, these. I think you could save a few points making these teams not veteran regulars here and maybe get yourself 1 more mortar in one of these units, I think. Because the grenadiers can take multiple mortars. Improvised anti-tanks. Wow, this list has a lot of small units. This is an MSU list for me. Improvised anti-tank teams. They've also got forward positioning, so you're you're outside of borders. Again, rifles, veterans. I've seen these used to great effect, but they're not as good as an anti-tank suicider. They can't really take on tanks, basically. A spigot mortar, yeah, that's good. Mule team, AA truck with a light autocannon, like this inclusion, really like this inclusion. And a Kurogane and a general purpose truck. I don't think this is needed. I think double Kuroganes would save you the points and would get you extra mortars in the grenadier units, which would be nice, I think. So that would be the first one. I think that could actually work. So let me just check if I can do a sec. Sorry about that. I had to pause it for a sec just because I had a delivery come to my house. Right. So I really like this list, Jesse. I think you could do better with a few more mortars in it. But it is an MSU list, and it does require you to have a lot of order dice, which, of course, Jesse does. He was at, 18 order dice. But I think you could save a few points on some of them. And that being without deploying in your deployment zone, being outside of borders, I really like that idea. It's sort of a mix between an MSU and a forward deploying army, which you can do well with, but it takes training. So it's not something that you can just sit down and do. I like this idea. Really cool idea. MSU forward deployers. Lovely. So that was Jesse. Then Chris sent me a list as well. This is less competitive, less memey, and much more regular. So 1,000 points Germans, 88. So I'm guessing there'll be an 88 here. Reinforced platoon, 13 order dice, a little low, but that sometimes happens when you're playing Germans, just because you've got so much expensive stuff and you want it all. Second lieutenant regular, You can get yourself an SS lieutenant instead, which would cut down on the cost of this, which would free up some more points for one more unit. I think you could do well with that. Hair Grenadiers, light machine gun. Yes, this is definitely more historical inspired. I would never buy the light machine gun, not even for the Germans, except in a light machine gun team. As is, it's just too expensive. They're 4 points a shot. Yeah, no. Too many points, and you're losing 2 shots. So, yeah, no. But Panzerfaust in these units are good. So one of these units could easily be swapped out for an SS unit with a Panzerfaust. It's the same points. That would allow you to use the SS Lieutenant. I'm just giving you all the competitive advice here. You probably know this, Chris. Hair Grenadiers with submachine guns, assault rifles, and Panzerfaust. These needs to go in a transport and then jump out and absolutely obliterate something. Double of these. They're fun to play. I don't know that you need two. One of them could easily be a Pioneer instead. Pioneers with a flamethrower. That would be great. Medium mortar, inexperienced. Flamethrower team, regular. Nice, needs a transport. 88 flak, dual purpose. This is a nice gun. This is a really nice gun. And it looks lovely on the table. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. A horse-drawn limber for it. That's a good idea. Motorcycle with machine gun sidecar. Lovely little vehicle. 40 points. Perfect. Panzer III aus E. That's the Daka Panzer. So really, really good. Nice little tank. Kugelwagen and truck. Yeah, I think you could do well with having that one unit of Grenadiers swapped out for a Pioneer squad. You might even get it for the same price if you're paying for regular Pioneers. The light machine guns, not really needed. And you could also save a few points here. And all of that could go in the truck with your one Hair Grenadier squad. So they could get out, shoot something, pin it, and then the flamethrower could get out and kill it. This is not actually a bad list. There are concessions here to theme, I can see that, but it's definitely not a bad list. Chris, thank you so much for the list. I hope you you built this and fielded it, and I hope you enjoy playing it. That was it from me today, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.